Hi, everybody. As you can guess, I'm going to Washington, D.C. So, okay, roll intro. So, this is in like Museum of Natural History. And, well, okay, this is the gem portion, which has some really cool ones. And, guys, I found kryptonite. But it's not green, but still. And I like this one because it looked like it was from Pan, the movie. And I like this one because you get to touch it. They don't even care if you touch it or not. It's awesome. And this is like an emerald necklace. I like emeralds. They're cool. Oh, and this is in the Butterfly Pavilion, which a Butterfly Pavilion is totally awesome. Totally recommend it. It's awesome. You just get to go in this like glass sort of, I guess, cage. I don't know. And you just get to like hang out with these butterflies. One of them actually landed on a person in front of us. So, yeah. Yeah, but you gotta watch where you step for obvious reasons. You don't want to step on one of these poor butterflies. So yeah, it's really awesome in there. Yeah. Oh, I love this picture the most because, well, look at it. It's awesome. And I just want to put this one in there because it wasn't a perfect picture, you know? Okay, so this is the entrance to, well, the Museum of Natural History. And it's got this little elephant thing, which is really cool. Oh, and this is in the outdoor sculpture garden, which is totally cool, totally awesome. Also recommend this. And, oh, this one's my favorite because of the color scheme. I don't know why I love the color scheme so much, but it's awesome. Oh, and I took this in front of the Capitol. Also, I took a picture of this because I think it's hilarious. I don't know why, but it just is. And this is a picture of Mrs. Obama, which is famous. Oh, and the rest of this art is in the same museum as Mrs. Obama's portrait. So I'm sure if you Google Mrs. Obama's portrait, you'll find the rest of this cool art in there. So if you guys are interested in that. Oh, and I love this one because, well, it's just like got all the states in it and it's like the colors and I just like those neon lights. Oh, and this is a really cool horse. It's made out of driftwood, I think, which just looks really cool. Oh, and this is just awesome. Oh, this was actually in like a black room, so that way it like stands out, you know, like a black light. Oh, and I'm sorry if this video is a bit, wobbly or stuff. My phone was dying, so I felt a rush to hurry. Oh, and this is the portrait of President Obama. There's some other really cool president portraits here. I can't remember this guy's name, sorry. And this is President Abe Lincoln, which is totally awesome. Oh, and this really famous one of George Washington, everyone. Yay! And I got some pictures of the outside since it's just really cool there, because it looks a bit old, but the museums are totally awesome. Like this museum. You see that little sign? It's the best museum ever. You should go there if you have kids. Because it's like the best museum ever. Okay, this is me actually like crawling out of a secret door thing. It's awesome. You get to like solve codes and riddles and all of that, and it's like awesome. It's the best thing ever if you're a kid. Like seriously, it's awesome. Oh, and you even try to get like this code. I like tried one, but it didn't work. And then I actually figured out what the code was, and I got it. And I was the only one there at that time that got it. So, yeah, it's like really awesome there. So I totally recommend going there, especially if you have kids. Like, come on, you even get to move this camera around. Oh, and yeah, they have a lot of James Bond things. And yeah, there's like this fake little movie theater. Honestly, I have no idea what the Cloak and the Dagger is, but it sounds awesome. Like an awesome spy movie, I'm guessing. Since it's in the spy museum. Gonna watch it one day. I took a picture of this poster because this is actually real, and I think that's hilarious. Oh, and this is a picture of like this awesome spy car, which plays like some awesome music and has a bunch of gadgets. Oh, and speaking of which, there's a bunch of like fake gadgets there. I don't know if they actually work. Who knows? Oh, and you can't see it right now, but there's actually words on there. So yeah, and there's some more cool gadgets. Yeah, and a few disguises as well, because we all need a few of those. And oh, the ductwork thing. You get to like actually crawl through it. It's the best thing ever, and it's like not on the ground. There's even some like air vents where you can peek out and like spy on people, because if they go in the spy museum, you're gonna get ready to be spied on. Just saying. Yeah, and it tells you to be like, be quiet, because you don't want to give your spot away. So again, if you're a kid, if you have kids, just go here. It's awesome. I'm speaking of this because I'm a kid. So hey, reliable source here. Yeah, it's the best thing. That's the entrance. True. That sign is very true, because I was. And yeah, it has like a bunch of awesome things. And this is where you get to like know your mission and all that. Oh, and this is in the elevator, which actually tells you you have been chosen to be a spy and everything. It's totally awesome. Oh, and this is another spy car, because one's not enough. Oh, and this is the White House. So yeah, it's pretty crowded at the front, so I took it from afar. But yeah, it's really cool. And this is just like I'm on the road, down the road and stuff. And there's some pretty cool architecture, like I said before. It's just amazing, such detail they put into them, and it looks so rustic and amazing. Also, I found Batman's hotel, so yeah. And like I said before, it's just awesome to be there. Like the buildings are just massive, and it's amazing, because I live out in the countryside. Oh, and this is the Museum of American History, where you got to see some necklaces, and you also get to see some dresses of the wives of the presidents on the day they became like the official president thing. So yeah, those are pretty cool. Also, there's a president road for like all of them. There's some also Indian clothing there, which is really cool. And I got to see Indiana Jones' hat and whip, but the ruby red slippers were out. And this is just a clock. It's cool. Oh, and that's me in front of it. So yeah. They had blackout kits for blackouts, obviously. Sorry if the video isn't the best, but I am doing this from my iPod, so sorry. And I got to see this, coin of the American seal. Oh, and this is the entrance to like the coins, which is really cool and funny. Yeah, so there's some pretty cool coins in there. It's kind of cold, and yeah, if you're a kid, it might not be very interesting in there. But there is a simulator at this museum, which is totally awesome. Also, I got to see the Statue of Liberty made out of Legos, because, hey, who doesn't love Legos? So yeah, you get to like go around and like look at a bunch of stuff. So yeah. There's also like a lot of the front of trains in there, which I find is cool, I guess. But you don't ever actually like get to go in them. There's only these mannequins everywhere. Oh, these goggles were actually worn by a real dog for commercials. That's him, the mannequin thing down there. And so yeah, here's another front of a subway train, or it's just a normal train. I don't know. I live in the countryside. I don't know. I just don't know. So yeah. Also, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Science rules. and the Batmobile. Na 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 Batman. I also got to see this talk about something, a discussion. I can't remember what the guy was, who his name was, but yeah. Oh, and that was my trip in Washington.